We are live with JPML Select English commentary.
Test, test.
My voice
Oh,
is mostly here.
yeah, both mics are on for now.
For now, for now.
It could
Should probably
change
test
at any
later too.
moment. Yeah.
Ching. We are here with, I was going to say it's Orai, but now I'm not actually sure.
It's
Are we
the
doing
men's
Orai or?
actually. It's just Wakajishi.
Oh,
Yeah, we finished
Wakajishi.
Orai last week, or the week before, I mean, and
Oh, we had a week off, huh?
we had a week off. So this is Wakajishi, the second Wakajishi. We will get through all the Wakajishis before we have the next one in March, and the Orais. And then those ones we will stream live.
We did have, whatchamacallit? Oh, not always said. We both played in the qualifier this week. How did you do?
I did great in the first round. It was like, wow, I just like don't even try and I can get plus 40. Why can't I do that in league every week? Like and
Wow,
then
that
in the
sounds.
second round, I remembered why I can't do that in league every week.
Well, I think we had exactly the same experience in Ois and Yosen this week because I too, I was second going into the final game of the first round, and I did run up against the first place guy, and oh wow, surprise, surprise, couldn't do anything against him. But then in the second thing, I won the first game, and then in the second game East second round, my Oyaban. It's my Oyaban. It's my turn finally to make some points. Just immediately jerk off. Double D. And I don't know, 3 or 4 draws later, I draw pay, and there's the person to my right had thrown pay on their first discard. So it's not even what's the word for a totally undiscarded tile? I can't remember.
Shompai?
Yes, it's not Shompai. Wow. God, how can I not remember words? Yeah, it wasn't even Shompai. I drew pay, I discarded it, and all right, 6,400 points. WD Cheetoy. And basically that game, I was minus like 5,300, I think, for the whole game, which was basically that stupid WD. Oh God. And then I think from that point, I did not win more than 1,500 points on any hand with a winning hand or no Mbappe.
Yeah,
That was my
as
whole
long as
thing for 3 games
yeah.
from that point.
Yeah, I could only get a second and third in all of my games in the second round. So
Yeah,
I didn't even make it past the I didn't even make it to game 4, only first 3 games.
it was a little bit. I'm not really gratifying, but on my final table, a girl that I just happened to have overheard drawing Suanko like maybe 2 or 3 games earlier. Like, oh wow, we were at the final table for that round for the second thing together, and she needed points and I needed points at the end too. And it was funny to watch us both struggling to like, oh, if we could just get Hanemon here on this final hand.
Yeah, I think I could have gotten almost anything because I was just second and third, no last places. So for the third game, I could have like just gotten any positive score at all, and it would have been close. But nope.
Yes. What a tragedy.
Yeah. So well, but we got our Donny points, so
Right. Do we get any more Donny points for even for having made it through the first
no.
uh yeah.
Still,
It's,
that's just day
it's,
one.
I know, it's still just annoying. Like we still won more than the people who like we won something. Why we won more than at least half of the people that are going to make it to Honsen.
Hello, Blitaians, and welcome, welcome. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
game on.
yeah, I'm not even Godan yet, so I think I still have one more year. So I won't be Godan in April, but the April after that I should be. Finally Godan.
Oh,
It's taken me ages, because...
you need to win North Kanto more.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were a lot of times that I missed out on the extra 1,000 points because of lots of reasons.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's
like, I had to birth humans, and sometimes I had work, and so things that you were not doing.
no, that is the thing. Work. We're not even gonna give me work, but okay, yeah, I haven't.
Well, I don't know if you missed anything because of work. I had to go to, like, there was a lot of times I had to go to poker events and missed just Masters or just OE or just something, and I didn't get the 1,000 points. So
Wow. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I bet in like 20 years, I don't think I've ever missed that 1,000 points.
yeah, I've missed it many times. So next year I'll finally be gold on, I think. 2028. No, 7. How was Taiwan, by the way? Yes, I went to Taiwan, like, suddenly. For just
What did you do in
three
Taiwan?
nights. It was the APT Championship, the Asian Poker Tour Championship, the first ever Asian Poker Tour Championship.
You weren't just going for massages.
No. I actually did get one the last night, but
Because it's Taiwan, of course you do. What, it's like $10 for like one of the best massages in the world.
no, because the yen is like very weak now, so it's actually not that much cheaper than Japan anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, when I took Garth to Taiwan for the first time, I think that was your first time.
Yeah,
and we
first and last, maybe.
we were looking for this massage place that I always went to when I lived there. And on the way we found a different massage place that did Thai massage, and the both of our masseuses just like dug into our right shoulders because we were playing Mahjong all the time. And it was pretty funny. It was also funny that we could both notice that too.
They just find it and they're like, oh wow, what is wrong with this part of you?
Oh, Brian is violinist from Twitch, but now we're on YouTube. Welcome again. Thank you.
A violinist? Did you say?
With a B. Violinist with a B. Biolinist, as in like biohazard.
Oh, wow, that's a thing. That's a word that people use for.
It's just his handle name. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're looking at comments or something. I could do that, and then I would be better.
Okay, we're ready to get started, I think. Yes, Taiwanese beef noodle soup is the thing. Oh, he's also a violinist, yes. So you can talk about how Garth once thought he was a violinist or a violist.
Yeah, almost nobody ever thought that, but I was a violist.
ファンの皆さん、こんにちは。本日は第2期若実戦決勝戦の模様をお届けいたします。司会実況を務めます青井里香です。よろしくお願いします。そして解説は今野慎太郎プロ、山田博之プロが務めます。今野プロ、山田プロ、よろしくお願いします。この若実戦は2021年に創設され、日本プロ麻雀連盟に所属の10代、20代の男性プロだけに参加権利のあるタイトル戦となっております。優勝者には王戦 C1 リーグへの昇級、特別昇級リーグなどさまざまなチャンスが与えられ50万円の賞金もございます。年に2回のペースで行われ、春は WRC ルール、秋は連盟公式ルールで戦います。第1期は私翔太プロが優勝し、すでに B2 リーグへの昇級を決めています。第2期の若獅子が本日決定いたします。それでは早速、本日の主要選手にインタビューしてまいりましょう。 まずはこの方です。予選では11位通過、32期 C2 リーグ所属、上田亮プ
If
ロ
you're
です。
playing viola,
上田
you're
プロ、よろしくお
basically
願いし
aiming
ます。
for
よろしくお願いしま
Scheherazade.
す。
はい、上田プ
And
ロ
I、can't
上
remember,
田
there's
プ
like
ロ
one
は、
other
今
one
日の対局メンバーの
that
中で
violas
こ
get
の
to
決
stand
勝という
out
舞台の
at
経
some
験
point.
が豊富かと思いますが、
はい、
Scheherazade
今
is
日
pretty
の
cool.
作戦などは
Ryan
何
says,
かあるの
"What's
で
the
しょう
difference
か。
between a
そうです
violin and a
ね。
viola?"
一
Do you
番
know the
好
answer,
きな8位茶を
はい、
今回弾けたんで、
はい、
頑張りたいと思います。
Uh,
得意、
okay.
はい、取れるように。
So the violin
No,
is
that's
not
a
the
little
answer.
smaller,
Wrong,
most a little
そうで
bigger.
すね、
wrong.
3年前ちょっと新人王
Says
取りに
That's
行
the
か
viola
れたん
first
で、
part of the
burns.
answer.
The viola
そう
burns
ですね、
lung.
リベンジのために頑張りたいです。
Oh,
はい、今野プロからも何か一
okay.
言。
Sorry, I forgot.
はい、
I didn't realize what answer we were looking for here.
はい、
I've definitely heard that before. Okay, 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 okay. So if we're going with viola jokes right now, the joke, the other joke,
はい、
probably
は
the
い。
other joke
それでは
about
最後に
violists
視聴
is
者の
that
皆様にメッセージお願いいたします。
violists
はい、
are failed
この第2期
violinists,
若い
which
師を
we've
取
already
っ
sort of
て、
covered.
はい、
But the continuation
九
of that
州の応
failure
援してくれる
is
方や、普段応援
that
してくれる
conductors
人に恩
are
返しが
failed
できたらいい
violists.
なと思います。
So that's
はい、
that's the whole story of failing up.
ありがとうございます。
If you
それ
couldn't
では
make
お
it
席
as a
で
violinist, you
お
switched
聞
to
きくだ
viola.
さい。
And if
は
you
い、
couldn't even make it as a
上田プロでし
violist,
た。
well, then you go
続いて
to
この
lead from the
方
full
です。
orchestra.
予選では10位で通過、36期後期 E1 リーグ所属、野村隆プロです。野村プロ、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
はい、野村プロは今日の対局メンバーの中で23歳と一番若い選手となりますが、決勝メンツを見ていかがでしょうか。
いや、特にはないですけど。
意識することはなくと。
はい、戻ります。
はい、何か今日に向けてしてきたことなどありますか。
そうですね、ここ1ヶ月間はもう今日の日の
Yeah,
た
they
め
have
に
fads
生
in
きてきた
Japan
ような
with
ものなんで、
names like, you know, like you always
やりたいと思います。
like
す
imagine
ごい
a,
意気込みを
a
感じます
girl's
ね。
name is
はい、山田プロからも何か良かったです
まあ
か。
自分はねまだ麻雀そんなに見たことないけど、まあプロテストでね、まあちょうど担当したり見てて、まあ
Screen
本当にね
frozen.
若いんだから頑張って思い
What am
切
I
って
doing?
腕振ってほしいなと。
Is he just standing really still, or
は
is my
い、
stream
ありが
frozen?
とうございます。それでは野村プロ最後に本日の意気込みメッセージなどをお願いいたします。
まあ全力でですねぶつかりますので、必ず優勝します。応援のほどですねよろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。頑張ってください。
hello. Are
さあ
you
続い
gone
てこ
now?
の方です。
Sounds like a Garthe.
推薦枠で出場し勝ち上がりを決めました37期前期 E1 リーグ所属松本俊プロです。松本プロ、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
松本プロはプロ1年目で決勝というこの大舞台に立ちましたが、初めての決勝戦、
Hello.
周囲の反応など何かありましたか。
そうですね、職場の皆さんが
Well, it's a good thing we're going through the players
毎日
first.
のようになんか応援してくれてます。
あ、毎日
はい、
すごい心強いですね。
そうですね。まあ多少プレッシャーにも
はい、
なってるところあるんですけど、
Hello.
緊張感
Hello,
緊張などは大丈夫ですか。ほぐれましたか。
そうですね。
Hello.
ベスト8終わってから結構時間も空いてたんで、
はい、
はい、整理は十分できてます。
はい、ありがとうございます。今度プロからも何か
松本さんって
はい
広柴田さんをね尊敬されてるらしいんですけど、広柴さんってタイトル
いやいやいや
一個もね取ってない連盟七不思議があるんで、
はい
そこだけは真似しないように頑張っていただきたいと思います。
はい、ありがとうございます。それでは最後に、
And
意気
another
込みなどお
just
聞
single
かせください。
character, Matsumoto-san.
初めての決勝戦なんですけど、
Yeah,
4
you
人
can't
で
hear
いい麻
Garth
雀し
though,
て
right?
最終的に
Garth
優勝できた
is-
らいいなと思います。
So
は
I
い、
don't
あり
know
が
if
とう
it's
ご
my
ざいました。
Discord
それ
or
で
if
は
it's
松
Garth's
本プロ、お
Discord,
席に
but
おつ
I'm
きく
gonna
だ
just
さい。
restart Discord while
頑張
we
ってくだ
still
さ
go
い。
through the players.
はい、それでは最後にこの方です。予選では8位通過、32期後期
finally we have
E1 リーグ所属、福田裕太プロです。福田プロ、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
はい、福田プロは、普段スタジオのスタッフでお仕事されていますが、今日は決勝戦で選手として戦いますね。今のお気持ちはどうですか。
いや緊張してるんですけど、
はい
いつも通り打てればいいかなと思います。
はい優勝賞金の使い道など考えたりしましたか。
そうですね。生活に当てます。はい。
現実的な。はい。
Oh, I can hear you.
よかっ
Yes.
た山田
So-
Let's try this again.
まあそうです
は
ね
い。
結構1年目ぐらい大学生の頃かね、E リーグで見て
Yes.
て
大学生の頃ですか。
I mean,
まああんま見た目は変わんないけどね。
my YouTube connection never really, like, it never stopped being it never stopped going. So I felt like
はい、
actually
福田プロ、それでは最後に視聴者
my
の方にメッセージ
Discord
お願いいたし
not
ます。
showing me
そうですね。
it seemed like that was a
I
ずっと
don't know,
6
my
年間ぐらい
Discord
プロやっ
issue.
て
It was
て、
my
何の結果も残して
browser.
なかったんで、
But
そろそろ
oh
タイトル
okay
欲しいなと思いま
oh
す。
wait,
はい。
we have to
は
turn
い、ありがとう
this
ございます。頑張って。
down.
I think
Okay.
I think
Now
the
we can.
rest of the world might have been okay. It was just something as usual. It was a Garthe communication problem.
I don't know. It's working now.
And
It's
there
working now,
was
and we
much
haven't
rejoicing.
missed any of the games. We even let the players talk because I forgot to turn off their sound. So happy days.
There was much rejoicing. Yay.
But yeah, so many names, just one kanji, and 2 of them are you in the top 8. It's a very popular name for the youngins. But I
You
went through my like both of my kids at their school. I
Mhm.
think maybe there's one kid in each grade with the one girl with the ko at the end. Like
Oh wow.
it's just not a thing anymore. Like Aiko and Keiko and
Yeah, it's true. I mean, even yeah, they just don't do it anymore, do they?
nope.
Or something toll. They
Toll.
don't do tolls anymore either. Well, I mean, boys would be something toll.
Oh, there's
right?
a lot of tolls still.
Really?
It's just like different tolls than before. Like there's a lot of kaito. And yeah.
The baseball team, I was surprised how I don't know, like so many of the names were just like, oh wow, those are not dudes' names that I've seen before. All right, here we go. The first game of the second semi-annual men's under 29 Wakajishi. Dort is the 7 of dots. They are rushing through their discards.
Well, they are JPML players, so they have this. JPML players are supposed to play fast. If anyone tells you differently, then screw them.
Just for reviewing sake, in these rules, are we playing A rules or B rules?
A rules, not WRC rules.
So no Ippatsu, no Uradora.
Yeah, the first year they used WRC rules, but starting with the second, I guess the second edition, they started using A rules instead.
So this game will be more about trying to create value in your hand rather than just getting to Tenpai and reaching and hoping the Mahjong gods smile on you with Ippatsu or Ura.
Chinese, I can read the name Lee for Brian, but I can't read your first name. It'd be like Yasu Iwa or something in Japanese, I think.
Wow.
But I don't know. I don't know the Chinese reading for your given name, just your surname.
I should turn on my comments so that I can see.
Yeah.
It's
fun. Oops. Fukuda's name
I
is a
can't
little bit
more. And then comments.
That's better. Okay.
How is this so hard? Why are things so hard for me?
That's what
How can I be
happens
so
when
bad at I know when you get older, just all the things are hard.
things are hard, so you can't see very well, and
right? You fall over at random places.
the
Which is
weight
what
doesn't
happened to
come
my.
off as easy anymore.
Oh my god, it doesn't come off at all.
It's also way harder to care about eating things that make the weight come off.
I would have thought Matsumoto was already Tenpai. Is Matsumoto already Tenpai?
I was setting things up so. And Garth was turning on the chat. We are Tenpai for Matsumoto, waiting for the 3-6 bamboo. Nomura was 1 away from ready. Also 1 away for Fukuda. I think that's also 1 away for Ueda as well. Kind of
moving towards Sun Choker.
Though.
Ueda. And I guess we're taking Tenpai here.
South is Nomura's. Ooh,
5 of
seat
bamboos through into Nomura for a very cheap hand.
Yeah, just 2,000 there with the seat wind and the Dora.
Just moving the dealership along.
Yeah, if it's 3-6, it's going to be an open-ended weight, not Tunky. My cat's
You
not
could have the
interested.
double Tunky 3-6 if it was, for
True.
example, Nobeton.
Yes, could be a double Tunky. I like to call it double edge.
Yantan.
Yeah.
Is it's the new lingo that I'm going for. I don't know if anybody else in the world is pushing for that.
I think it
you
exists,
did. Really? Other people say that? You've heard other people say that?
I don't know. It sounds like it should, at least. I'm pretty sure.
Right?
I feel like, have I?
It seems like somebody should have said that already.
Yeah, it's
if nobody has said that.
Byantanmen is definitely a word. And it doesn't mean noodles.
Oh.
It means noodles. Yeah, it means noodles.
I could not have imagined any other meaning for that besides noodles, but okay.
Myanmen Tanki, so it's Myanmen Tanki. Yeah.
Wow,
so
people's
it is
hands
shortened to Ryantan, I think. I don't know.
Nobeton. It's just annoying. It's so annoying it made me click my tongue into the mic. Which is probably annoying for everybody else in the world, but not as annoying as that was for me. All right. Test.
I was testing on something else, not on you.
All right, so things have moved along quickly, and hands have moved along quickly. We've had some very quickly developing hands here. Here we are still in the first row of discards, and basically everybody is at least Yanchanten. Mostly 1 away. Oh, I'm not going to say that word that we established that I cannot say. Yes. He's got the super trappy reach. Waiting for the 7 of bamboos. Sorry, the 7 of dots. He was Tenpai, waiting for the Dora indicator. But with the 8 of dots draw, he ends up being able to reach, waiting for the 7 of dots. And he draws it. Very nice. That's Mangan.
Or Matsumoto.
The old sneaky Mangan. Just shouldn't really be Mangan, but then it's Tanyao and you got Dora. And, I drew it and I reached. Okay, fine. I will take 8,000 points from the table. How do you feel about oops, geez, sorry about my mic. How do you feel about that reach? Like, is that a thing that you are generally able to attack on, or do you tend to be more passive?
For A rolls, I think I'm at the point where I'm like never gonna reach it ever again. I'm in one of those phases right now. Because it's always backfires and it never gives me extra points. So
yeah, it's just a way to lose points. It's just a way to hand off an extra 1,000 points to the other players. For me, I feel your pain there. Yeah, I don't know when reaching is right at the moment either. But it sure worked for Matsumoto. Got the 8,000. And it put him back above 30,000. He had lost points earlier, and now he has gained points to take first place and his first turn as dealer.
Interesting. Ueda decides to keep extra blocks instead of paring them down. I think he's got 6 blocks there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 blocks. And instead of keeping that 4 character and maybe paring down one of the blocks, he chooses to keep all the blocks and the safe tile, which means that there's like no complete sequences in his hand at all.
He is out of block collecting possibilities.
I mean, could okay, so that now he'll take the 6 to go with the pair of 8s. It's kind of interesting that he didn't choose to keep. I guess he locks in the open-ended. That's good. Could be a little bit sneaky with a wait later, except for there's 2 6s and a 3 already on the board for that 3/6 character weight. It's already looking kind of. You can look at it as it looks rough, or that, oh, nobody wants these tiles, but we can see that they're just being hoarded in people's hands, actually.
Dude, go for 8 blocks. Do it.
We still have 6 blocks.
Is he going for Sanchoku? I feel like there's a 6, 7, 8 thing happening there. We have Honitsu, perhaps developing in Fukuda's hand.
Oh, you like Dian because it's from Chinese, yeah. Chinese uses... It's kind of interesting because Chinese uses it for counting things, but not just for the number 2. But in Japanese Mahjong, you use it also just for the number 2. Like Nyanzo, Yanman.
Gee.
Yeah, in Japanese it's actually pronounced Ryo and not Dian, so it's not even Japanese, it's like Japanized Chinese pronunciation.
Goopy doopy.
And welcome also Zenin. Gemma should give Jen her title of Dama Queen if that's the case. I don't know. In WRC rules, I'm gonna reach a lot. It's just A rules that I don't like to reach anymore.
Senpai, the Sanchoku.
You've got the
Ueda got there.
Sanshoku and had to take that South Tonki weight. Definitely worked out for him.
After holding on to all those blocks, he got rid of a couple of them just in time to win a small hand and steal a little thunder away from Matsumoto.
Okay, I have a question. You're in E3 league now. You're just in E1 league.
Yeah.
I was in E2 and now I'm in E1. Do you find that like the youngins don't do Aisatsu very well? Because like I swear I see people in the elevator and I'm like, konnichiwa, ohayou gozaimasu, and like they either barely nod or like completely ignore me. Almost all the time. And it seems so rude. Like it really actually makes me understand why. a lot of senpai in places are like, you have to do aisatsu because it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a young person problem. If maybe it's just like a sign of the times problem because I don't know. Somebody in my house has been frustrated by other parents that they're meeting and they do aisatsu and then just fully ignored. And you're like, oh, huh, why? Huh, it's just rude.
Yeah, it feels really rude. I haven't had that problem at daycare, but I definitely have had that problem at league and tournaments.
Which league? So your league, you're playing at Ace?
Mhm.
See, that place sucks. No, that's why people aren't doing aisatsu is because they're just pissed that they have to go to stupid Korakuen.
Okay, but also, spoiler alert, if you're ever gonna come to Japan and play the Exit 8 Exit 8 Dashitsu game, what is that called? Escape room game? Then plug your ears for a second. Because I can never play that game because I get off at Kasuga. Not Kasuga.
Oh,
I get off at
you're right.
Korakuen. And
So
that's
you
the
don't get
exit.
off at Kasuga, yes.
Yeah, that's where the Exit 8 is from the game, basically. It looks exactly like the hallway from the game. And I noticed that, and I looked, I was like, oh wow, this really looks like that game. And I'm walking to Exit 8, and then I saw all these people with Exit 8 bags. So yeah, you can actually buy the the puzzle game. It's called an escape room game, but you're not in an escape room. You have to just follow the clues to. Okay.
Korakuen. The other thing that's really annoying about Ace is their stupid chairs are so narrow.
I don't have that
I don't
problem.
know. You're a tiny person, so obviously you don't have that problem. But God damn, like seriously, I cannot be the only person that is annoyed by the narrowness of those chairs. It's offensive. I'm not even that large.
Okay, but even at the dojo, like anyone who under 30, I feel like they just do not like even acknowledge aisatsu. So I'm just gonna start saying it really loud. So like
Just to
they
call attention
can't.
to the people that are not bringing it back to you.
Well, and just because like they can't. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Definitely can't say that. I couldn't hear you. I didn't know if you were talking to me or not. We're gonna get rid of all excuses. I'm gonna start just getting in the elevator and saying "Ohayo gozaimasu."
Just the aggressive aisatsu. I'm saying hello.
Yeah. Yep. And also, we are in South 1, by the way. Ueda is
This
the
game
game.
has progressed quickly. Ueda with the win to take the dealership and the round into Southness.
And I mean, these scores are pretty typical of A rules. You're not going to have big differences. Of course, we don't have the Oka, so everybody's starting with 30,000 points. And it's just, very small hands, kind of quick hands. We saw like 2 calls that ended up in wins, very small wins.
Yes, so far people have been moving very quickly, like as quickly as possible towards just ready hands. Which is a little bit unusual for A rules. Like A rules, people tend to be trying to make bigger value hands. All right, moving. There's E. I think that was actually a down shot, but the outside hand.
I don't know. I think that it's kind of become a little bit more popular lately because it is a defensive move. If you can win a cheap hand that's quick.
Hmm.
So it used to be that there were a lot more. It was a lot slower game, but it's kind of sped up a bit. I feel like.
Thank you, Hisato.
And we have another win already by Fukuda. With a reach. That was with a reach.
Not huge points. It was East, right? That he won on. So it's the South round. So it wouldn't have been a Yaku if it had come out. He had to reach to be able to win on that. And we continue to have kind of small value hands. Everybody playing kind of small ball Mahjong at the moment.
And I think that's also a gear change thing, right? So you're gonna, if you have a chance hand, they would call it something where you. I mean, so the three principles when you're winning a hand.
About reach, right?
A reach, any kind of, even just pushing your hand a lot of times as well, as fast, expensive, or good weight. And you want to have at least 2 of those generally to go for the hand, especially later when other players start to reach. And by then, it's already not fast, so it has to be expensive
Yeah,
with a good weight.
I'm about to say, yeah. You've got there's a remaining 2 things that you can be aiming for there.
Exactly.
Oh, poor Scooby. Jen and I were just discussing how Scooby
Brian wanted
is
to see
unwell.
Sanshoku Doko on the 9, but Doko happens less than
Yakuman. Yeah. Seriously. You'll get more Yakuman than you will ever get Sanshoku Doko. You may even get Yanpeiko more than you'll get Sanshoku Doko.
I've gotten Yanpeiko a few times. I've only gotten Doko twice.
Right.
But I've gotten
that's what I was trying to say.
Maybe more, 5 or 6 times. So definitely you'll get Yanpeiko more. Not even maybe.
And even just Yanpeiko should be Yakuman anyway. Or at least go ahead and give it the Chi Toitsu also. Like make it like go fun, because it also includes Chi Toitsu in the same way that like Shosangen includes both of those Yakuhai, so it's obviously at least Mangan. Like,
it's not
how
the
is
same
that
way
not
though, because you're using them as sequences and not pairs.
I know that's a thing that Sawazaki said to me once in a study session, and I still just don't believe it. Just because you've said it now, also after Sawazaki said it, I still don't believe it. His explanation was like, "It's a Mensu hand, so that's different." I'm like, "Well, dude, what? I don't care. Give it the 2 points that are obviously in the hand."
Yeah, I'm down with giving it more points, but it's a fake.
Are you down with Kochi? Because Ueda is I think he's Yanshanten, maybe Sanshanten for Kochi.
I am always down for Kochi. I got Kochi in 3-player yesterday on Ronron, or 2 days yesterday, the day before, and then in the same game, I also was Tempai for Ryuiso for Augury.
Oh my god, yeah. Speaking of that, yesterday, I think was it yesterday or maybe it was the day before on MFC SP. Like instantly, it wasn't SP. I was on. It was Ron. Instantly, I've got 3 pairs of wins. Couldn't get to Tempai. Like right away, the pays come out. Like, oh, I just don't even have a dream. Like in the first 6 discards, like, oh, stupid. And then the next hand, I had 2 each of all of the dragons, and I couldn't get to Tempai there either.
Yeah, I actually got to Tempai in both of them, and I won the Kochi. So.
Oh, this is also, he already had the East. You did win the kokushi, you say?
I won the kokushi, and then I was tenpai for Ryuiso, waiting for the 2 and the 3 later. I had pulled the 3, and I was waiting for the 2 and the 3. There's one more 3 like left, and I couldn't see any 2s, so but I couldn't. Somebody else won before I could get it.
Wow.
It felt like a good wait though. Like even though I had
Oh!
pulled the 3s, it was still, blockers and both of them
Yep.
are Ryuiso as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Ryuiso, it wasn't actually that same game, but I did manage to pawn Hatsu and Paso and Chi 2, 3, 4. And I wondered if anybody else was thinking about it, except for the fact that very early all of the 6s came out. And it was like, oh well, obviously I'm gonna need all of the 2, 3, 4s then. Did not get there.
All right. Have you been watching Fukuda's hand? Ooh.
I'm a little excited about Ueda's hand, except he just keeps throwing the
Yes.
same. He's given up.
It's really late. Well, he still had the other East there. That was just one of his Easts. But now we have a reach from Nomura. But I think Fukuda was one away with all pairs and had a triple in the hand right here. Kind of looked like Fukuda's
Oh, he did
could
have
been.
an East. You're right.
Yeah, he's still at an East.
It's still
Ryan
all right.
was
Now
down
he's given up.
Shanten yesterday for kokushi, but was gonna cry because I never hit kokushi before. Oh, it will come. You will get it. I promise. There will be a kokushi in your future.
It's almost It's fated. You will get kokushi at some point if you aim for it. That's the thing. So I mean, not to chap on young people these days, but I feel like people just don't go for Yakuman. Like they just go for the quick hand.
Yeah, all about efficiency, right?
Right?
We sound so old saying that.
It's true. It's not efficient to go for Yakuman.
Well, it's
in
part
general.
of the sacrifice, right? It's like the same as sakigiri. People are going to do sakigiri things a lot.
Right.
You sacrifice efficiency for something else. So if we're going for kokushi, we're sacrificing efficiency and speed for a really big hand.
People just aren't willing to sacrifice these days. Immediate gratification.
Yep. And it's good for them. They stop our kokushis, so they are playing the way they should probably.
Yeah. GTO for Mahjong.
I'm not sure what their incentive is for us to say, start going for bigger hands so I can win my kokushi.
I know, right? Play more to my style. Come on. How am I going to win? All right, a bunch of outside tiles for Fukuda. Can he make an outside hand? Not enough outside tiles for it to be kokushi, but all right. He's going to start calling for outside tiles. And Ueda follows suit. Got another open-ended wait for Nomura. There's another outside tile for Fukuda. Ueda is furiously playing catch-up, trying to maintain his lead. So we've got some pretty flat scores here. Nobody is that far from 30,000. So everybody is still kind of just thinking, you know what? I really could get to first place here. And Fukuda takes not the outside hand. Just trying to get to Tenpai. Well, and having gotten there, now he is ready and waiting with a relatively cheap hand. Oh, this completes a triple of the Green Dragons. Fukuda will be the final dealer. So he's thinking, you know what? I just want to get to the end of this game, or get to the end here. Doesn't matter with points. Ooh, and I think was that two Dora and Tenpai for Matsumoto. Waiting for Dora.
And when you're starting in a final table like this, if you cannot get a big lead at the start, you're definitely happy with a flat score like this across the board. That's not going to be impossible to come back from.
Everybody just trying to keep themselves in the game. There is still one Dora to be drawn. Could get to Mangan if you can get there. Fukuda, also with a Dora. And Ueda, waiting for Dora. And the three of bamboos. So we have 3 players Senpai. Everybody just trying to end the hand as quickly as possible. Boy, yeah, I have to say, like sometimes watching Renmei people play, like it feels like it must be on like a faster playing speed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, especially when we have matches like over the weekend. We both played in OE, and you play with players from other leagues there, from other organizations, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's very apparent that, oh, right.
Oh, you're not one of us.
I know some orgs, their league matches can take like up to 8 hours for 4 games, and I just cannot imagine.
Are you forking kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm dead serious.
4 hours.
No, 8 hours for 4 games.
I mean, 8 hours. I mean,
Yeah, so
Jesus.
2 hours per game,
Wow.
basically.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow. And the last Dora goes to Ueda.
still not a big hand. Just 500, 1,000 with 1 continuance, I believe. Yep, no Condora either, Brian. That's right. No Condora, no Uradora, no Ippatsu.
So the scores continue to remain relatively flat. Everybody just trying to position themselves for a final big win at the end. Actually, just a final anything win at the end to mostly get the UMA points.
Yeah, and I think that it's very strategic to make sure you don't lose points. If you can't win the points, then just work on not losing them. Because that is what can get you out of the game or in really desperate situations.
When the other players just keep drawing. You're not even throwing into other people's hands. And yet you're losing points. So a couple of red dragons for Matsumoto. His turn as dealer. I would imagine he'll be pawning. Oh, he did not pawn the red dragon the moment it came out. Interesting. His turn as dealer. And he chooses not to pawn that first red dragon. Here we've been talking up the whole move as quickly as possible thing. And Matsumoto suddenly slows down. He did, yeah, he had those 2 red dragons at the very beginning. After all our talk about how they're just going for Tenpai as quickly as possible, I feel like that's an interesting move by Matsumoto.
Matsumoto, as dealer, it does make sense. It might have been that he was not very confident in the shapes remaining in his hands after the fact.
He did draw another Dora after that by not having pawned.
Yep.
So for the moment, he has 2 Dora in his hand.
With 2 Dora, I think there's no chance that he misses another pawn. Or lets another pawn go, I'll say. we don't know. I don't know if how on purpose it was.
He gives up on the second tune, second red dragon. It's also true, though, that if he does pawn that, he's going to have a harder time using that second Dora. He's going to need some help to use it. There are already 2 9s of bamboos on the board, so if he were to pawn, I guess he could drop the 2 9s. All right,
There he
more
goes.
confusion here.
Well, then I just need the 7. There's only one
All right,
7
so
on the board.
now we can use both
Ooh.
Dora.
Ooh, look at this. One away with a double gutty on the right side in the Manzu. And Sanshoku just one away from that.
I do love that outside hand.
For Ueda.
Sanshoku and possibly the outside hand.
Possibly. Oh, that's Tempai. He'll take Tempai for now.
How annoying.
Also Tempai for Nomura as
Oh,
well with
wow.
the Shaba weight. And
Speaking of using both Dora,
perfect
and he'll
draw.
hold on to that. He'll hold on to that red dragon weight. Thinking about reaching. Oh wait, what? My screen jumped. I'm not sure what happened with
No,
Ueda.
yeah, it's not. It's not us. Or oh, Ueda will just take the quick win with the reach. There's a reach on the board from Nomura.
Major disappointment. All of the value that was in that hand, and then he draws the 4 of bamboos.
Yeah, but when the reach is on the board, then you take it.
You got to take it.
And with no reach on the board, you might let it go. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't let that one go. Let's say he had the 1 and the 6 dot was discarded and not the 9 dot. You might let that go if nobody's reach yet and wait for the 9 instead.
That was one of my favorite moments at Sparta once when Kojima Sensei reached and the 6 of, I think it was the 6 of dots came out instead of the 9 of dots that would have been his Sanshoku, Chanta, and Dora. So he Minogashed. And I think it still would have been like 5,800 points, but he was just like, "Oh, screw it, I'm going for the big hand." And then somebody else won something, and then Moriyama behind Kojima Sensei. He's like, "Sensei, asobi sugi janai desu ka?" And Sensei, a little bit sheepishly, was like, "Oh, well, I was going for it." Miss Sensei. So here we are in the final hand of this first game of the final table at Wakajishi. Fukuda is dealer, currently in last place. The flattened score structure has unflattened a bit. Ueda has extended his lead. We'll be looking to finish this hand as quickly as possible. Excuse me. Moving towards the inside hand. Gets rid of that gut shot at the edge of the manzu. And Nomura looking for an outside hand. It's interesting he didn't move towards the inside hand with the 6 of dots. This improves a weight for Fukuda.
Yeah, but Fukuda, once again, I think has too many blocks. So although the weight is improved, it's still kind of slow. This hand looks much better to me, Ueda's hand. Personally.
Hmm.
And we saw Fukuda, now, release one of those. He has to discard that pair of one characters. So now he's down to 5
Nice.
blocks with a floating tile left over from that pair.
Really just trying to move to Tempai as quickly as possible.
That was an interesting discard for Ueda. Trying to figure out that one.
Matsumoto with the most value in his hand at the moment. Still, so 2 Dora and no calls yet. He could get Mangan, and perhaps, for example, if he drew Mangan, drawing Mangan, but still not be enough to get into first place. But if a reach stick came out.
So I think Ueda locked in that pair because he wants to keep this lead, and so he's playing conservatively for safety a little bit, keeping some safe tiles and just like slimming the hand down, so he doesn't want to go for a super wide hand. Which I don't know, because if you any hand that he wins ends the game with him in first place and everybody else negative. So it's kind of a tough balance there. You go for it and then you get stuck a lot of times. And end up dealing in or something else. And so that might be him trying to find that balance there.
Nomura just completed a run. I think Nomura might be 1 away from ready. With 1 Dora? No. Oh, 2 Dora. Oh, once again, I've done this with Matsumoto's hand. The old, look at what they are showing is Dora and thinking that's the Dora indicator. Okay, so Nomura has only 1 Dora and possibly acceptance for another Dora, whereas Matsumoto has only 1 Dora. Nomura has the 2 Dora. Oh, this is.
The thing is, it makes sense for every single player on the table here to win on anything. But they're not going for those quick hands this time.
Yeah, Matsumoto going for some points here. Even though just any win gets him into positive territory, which is a big plus. Oh, that's Tempai for Nomura. Waiting for the 3-6 of dots. So that doesn't get him to positive territory, but it would secure a 3rd place, keeping Fukuda in last place and Nomura taking a minor loss on the game. Ueda's hand just not getting there. And there's the cheap win.
Yeah, the wrong side for 2,000, so just 300, 500? Oh, it's Fukuda, so 500 from each player, and we'll play 1 more hand.
Well, that was Fukuda. Okay, yeah. So he just wanted to win to get to continue his turn as dealer.
Yeah, I don't.
There we go.
Did you make me think it was Nomura for some reason?
For some reason, did Nomura get to Tempai too? I feel like somebody else was Tempai also.
Garthe confused me. I'm gonna blame Garthe. That's the fashionable thing to do lately, apparently.
Nobody ever loses by blaming Garthe.
Or Garthe.
It's an easy target. All right, so we will continue at this final hand. When we say final, it is contingent on whether or not the dealer wins the hand. Fukuda did win, so we will continue to play final hands. Matsumoto moving towards a simples hand.
And there is no time limit, so. My favorite joke. They could be still playing this right now as we speak, because there's no time limit. It's possible that Fukuda is still dealer
Did you finish all of your games? Speaking of people playing fast in very quick win by Fukuda. And he will again continue as dealer.
And this is one of those, that's where that balance from Ueda, you need that balance from Ueda, because I do feel like the last hand, not this one, but the one before was something that would not have been so difficult to win with if he had just gone for max efficiency.
And now he's opened the door for Ueda, not only to get into positive territory, but now to overtake him in first place. Pretty sure, yep, there's Fukuda with a positive score now, and only 3,000 points short of Ueda. And he was a good, I think, 15,000 short of Ueda at the beginning of his turn as dealer. So that trade-off, yeah, it is always tough to figure out what you want to do.
Balancing acts.
So far, it's working out better for Fukuda and not as better for Ueda. Matsumoto is one away from ready. Not a lot of value in the hand. Some possible value in Nomura's hand. And here we are at ready. If he does draw his winner... Huh. Did I misread that? He's not going to reach... Is he possible? Huh. Is there a possible Sancho over here? I guess there is. All right. Tenpai again. He will take it this time. Draws the same tile that would have given him Tenpai on the previous draw. He'll go for it now. If he draws his winner, he does just get into positive territory, which is huge. If it comes out, he does not get. Oh, and here's some value in Fukuda's hand. Fukuda making the most of this turn as Oya. However, there is only one Dora left to be drawn by Fukuda.
Nomura not confident about that Suji. Dora, not the Dora, the reach indicator. Reach declaration, sorry. Reach declaration tile Suji. That's 7. I do think if Nomura gets to Tenpai, he'll have to discard it. But he sacrificed a bit of efficiency in order to keep that 7. People love to make Suji traps, and he is wary of it. How often do you fall for Suji traps?
Anytime I have any excuse to.
Yes,
I mostly want to push. So if I have that excuse to push, I'm gonna do it. Still one Dora out there in the world.
If I get to Tenpai, I will fall for Suji trap every single time.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I guess I know the answer to that, but I'm still not going to get it right. Here we are, one away from ready for Nomura. But we are getting late in the hand, and there's a lot of danger out there. 2 reachers. Little do they know that Fukuda is drawing very thin to 1 Dora.
Oh, we have a retempi for all pairs now for no.
Matsumoto is also
Ueda.
drawing surprisingly thin.
Nomura,
Just
look
3
at
6
Nomura
of those.
switched his hand over to all pairs and tempais.
There's another 6. It's not going to Matsumoto.
He worked so hard to use that reach declaration, Tsuji, with 7 Mon.
There's
Alright, this
another
is
pair for
2.
Ueda.
Yeah, it's 2 away, but
We're pretty late. He does have 2 Dora. What is he going to be tempted to do? It's almost no way that he ends up throwing anybody's winning tile here. So he's definitely not going for it.
Brian gets around the Tsuji traps by just being poor at reading Tsuji and Kabe.
Yes, that's another strategy. Should try that.
By drawing thin, it means that it doesn't have very many tiles that he could draw. It just means
Sorry,
that
yes,
there's not very many weights.
My lingo is not immediately obvious. Oh!
And Nomura draws the thin 6 dots.
Speaking of a thin draw, wow. And how did Nomura, like, just really coming way from behind?
Well, he was not going for all pairs. He was sort of hedging it, but he had the 3, 4,
Right?
5, 6, 7 shape in the Monzu that was not going to be pairs at all, and the 8 bamboo was a triple.
And yeah, how did that get there?
Because he didn't want to discard that 7 Tsuji Tsuji
That is so
reach
crazy.
declaration. It ended up.
Look at even Hiro. He's like, oh, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Did you see?
He was just so worried about Tsuji that yeah, he made sure not to deal into that. So.
What an amazing finish! I mean, that it all just happened so quickly. 2 players reaching, and then just from out of nowhere, Nomura won that hand at the end, right? It was Nomura, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. So that saves Ueda in first place, right?
Yeah.
Ueda manages to hang on to first place.
Yeah, Nomura was in I think 3rd place. Last place. Was in last place after Fukuda's run.
Win. Okay, yeah. And with all the reach 6 out there, that win just pushed him into 3rd place probably, right?
Yeah. I would think maybe second place. If he got into positive, it would have been 2nd place. Oh, third.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it was enough to quite overtake.
It would have been 3rd. Yeah, overtook Matsumoto for 3rd place. All right, so let's take a quick break. I need to go get more coffee, more caffeine.
Yes.
And we have one more game coming to you. We will watch game 2 as well. Especially now that more people are showing up. Thank you guys. We love you watching our stream. We will be right back. I'm going to keep it on this. What?
I wasn't sure what happened. Like suddenly your voice cut off. I was like, did she really go get that coffee all of a suddenly? Or?
Oh, no. I think Nomura Gyakuten to... I think it would have been 3rd place. But we didn't get to see actually the scores after they added them. So we'll see it in game 2. No.
So it would have just
800, 1600.
Chitoi Tsumo, 800, 1600, plus I think at least 2 reach sticks. So yeah, I'm not even sure.
I don't think it even got him to positive, actually.
I think it was just short of positive, but it was enough to get him into 3rd place.
I was going for the not correcting Garth, but he started to correct himself, so. All right. We'll be right back in like maybe 4 or 5 minutes with game 2 of the second semi-annual men's U29 tournament, the Wakajishi.
Stay with us. And we're back now with the second game of the Wakajishi final table. Second final table.
Yeah, the second ever Wakajishi final table, which is not too long ago. It looks like 2021 because they're not wearing masks and they're dividers still, so it must be 2021.
マージャンファンの皆さん、こんにちは。本日は第2期若実戦決勝戦2回戦実況の青ゆりかです。よろしくお願いします。解説は今野慎太郎プロ、山田博之プロが務めます。今野プロ、山田プロ、よろしくお願いします。はい、それでは対局の準備が整ったようです。第2期若実戦決勝戦2回戦同杯の開始です。
それでは2回戦開始してください。
立ち会い人吉田正の合図によって2回戦が開始されました。なおルールは一発裏ドラカンドロン内日本プロマージャン連盟公式ルールで行われます。本日は半チャン4回戦を行いトータルトップが優勝となります。2回戦並びからご紹介いたしましょう。ちーちゃに野村、なんちゃに福田、シャーチャに松本、レイちゃんに上田、こちらの並びで1回戦対局スタートとなります。1回戦当1局ドラは3万です。さあ改めまして2回戦もよろしくお願いいたします。はい、1回戦はトップに上田と上田、福田、そして野村、松本の並びで終了としました。はい。
missed seeing what Dorda was, so I'm not sure if there's value in the hand at the moment.
はい。ポイントに大きく開けはないといった。
Dorda is the three of cracks. None.
こちら。
ただ4回勝負なんで、上田さんが2連勝したり、松本さんが2連続ラスになると、ちょっと
厳しい。
3回戦目、4回戦目と、ちょっとこう、条件がついた戦い方に。
Here's one in a completed run for Ueda, and that's one away from ready. Not the greatest shapes.
ここはパーピン切りとしました。親番の村嬉しい3ピン引きと。松本は創世1面図完成満層いつも見える形。上田は2面図ドラドラとなりました。4統一目。
なかなかね、天杯までは行くんですけどね、上がりまでね。
そうでしたね、1回戦。ドラドラがあったり、高い手があったり、天杯まではありましたが。
Using two Dora possibility. That decreases the chance of Matsumoto getting a Dora.
さあ、上田、嬉しいランピョン引き入れました。チート1、3点にもなる。
Now I'm liking this hand more and more.
ジーマンはつもぎり。さあ。
Ueda's hand. Still not guaranteed using the second Dora. He's one away from ready. What will he do if he gets to ready?
今局は上田が。
まあそうですね。一番いいのは間違いない。
There's still
どういったテンパイが入るのかといったところでしょうか。
Sorry guys.
I know suddenly felt like there was no Jenn for a little while.
No, that I had I was letting you go, but the sound of the Japanese commentators was still on.
Oh.
I was just to give you guys a little taste of what it's like. Totally was on purpose. Accidentally on purpose.
Just so you could also hear Konno's mellifluous voice.
Yes. We are fans of the word mellifluous ever since it was used for us.
Yes. It's too bad we don't have that guy back lately. It's just a completely random person that had never even heard of Mahjong before.
Yeah,
somehow
we love it.
found
We're
the
here
stream.
for it.
So Ueda doesn't take that gut shot, which allows Nomura to cheat. Would really like to use that Dora. Another not useful 5 of dots. Nomura just trying to get to Tempai. Hand wasn't so great, so what he's just trying to do is get to Tempai so he can continue as dealer. All right, there we go for using the second Dorda, Ueda. Guda also trying to use Dorda with the gut shot. He's also probably thinking if he could get another Dorda, then he could make that his pair. This adds some possible Tempai tiles for Ueda. But he would still really like to get to that Kinfu E Peiko Dori Dori. What will he drop? Oh, different from what I expected, but that is Tempai. He has to reach if he wants to be able to win off anybody else. He's not going to do it. He's still thinking about perhaps improving the hand, or it's late enough that he just doesn't think it's going to come out if he reaches. This is an interesting Dama by Ueda. Huh. Reads that the other players are just not going to throw it out there for him, even if he does reach. He is drawing a bit thin, given that, all right, the two of cracks will be the Dorda indicator. He's got one of them in his hand already. Maybe hoping to improve to all simples with the four of cracks. Oh, another Dorda. Ouch. Wow. So now he's drawing very thin, waiting very thin too. Waiting for Dorda and the four of bamboos, I believe. Really, at this point, just looking for Tempai. Three players, Tempai.
I hate it when 3 players are Tempai and I'm not one of them.
Right? How can just about everybody be Tempai except me? So Nomura will continue as dealer.
Like, just feels really crushing when that happens for some reason. I feel crushed. Like,
Yeah, it does feel like basically the world has conspired against you. Everybody else is Tempai. Why not me? So we have a quick pawn for Fukuda. Matsumoto? For Matsumoto. No, not Matsumoto. For Ueda. Sorry. Just looking to move the hand along, move the dealership along. Ueda did win the first game. He's thinking, hey, if I can just hold on to this lead for the next 3 games.
and you can see those scores, so it was just shy of getting positive by 500 points. Just 2 continuances, basically.
So close. Ueda does have the possibility of switching to a half flush. I'm not sure if he's thinking about that or not.
I think that's the only reason why you keep that 3 dot is because you're thinking about switching. Because if you're definitely not going to switch, then that tile gets really dangerous really quick. Possible Sanshoku there for Fukuda. And this is important. You don't want to lock in that 6 bamboo triple there because of the 2 3s that can be used with the 5. 4. This hand.
So Ueda does take the cheaper option. 2 value tiles. So not huge value there, but Tempai and is there a reach stick out there? I forget if there was a reach stick out there.
I mean, definitely take that option when you have the Tempai chance right there. Like, if he had drawn something in the dots first, then we probably would have seen him go for that half flush, which is why he was keeping it and hedging it. But it didn't come. He had the option to Tempai and took that first. That's a pretty standard hedge. Standard hedge. And we have trying really hard
here,
to hedge the Sanshoku.
Matsumoto not hedging Yakuman. I think he would have been Sanjen Shanten.
Sanjen Shanten.
Were there already 2 wests out there?
When we're playing... Okay, so when we're playing in League or something, they almost always turn off the background music. Oh, Cotton from Ueda for the White Dragon. No extra Dora because these are air rules. Only in North Kanto will they keep the music on because we're like in a normal Jonso where they're like playing actual games.
They're actual customers there too.
And I just find it so distracting when there's no music because
I know.
Every
single I feel that
sound is like amplified.
Oh my god, it is so difficult to play with no sound.
Yeah, and I think I find the reason why it's really difficult to play without sound is because I can hear this guy to my right sucking through his teeth every single time he's gonna call a tile. What?
Another thing.
What kind of power are you what power do you need to absorb before you're able to say chi?
Also, besides that, okay, also before you guys call tiles, do you have to cough? Like really, you can't just say chi without chi. Like really, you can't do that?
Well, it has to come either before or after. You could say chi. Or you can say chi.
Yeah. I mean, at some point there must be a cough for some reason. Like, why is that a thing? It is weird. Yeah.
It never bothers me when there's background music because those little sounds are like.
Oh yeah. Well then yeah.
Offset. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So the silence, it makes it so difficult to concentrate for me.
Random rants from Jenn and Garthe.
None of these guys look like they're sucking through their teeth to accumulate the power for saying chi or pon.
So Ueda goes for the cheap win. Currently in the lead. Doesn't need the points at the moment. Chooses to advance the dealership. And Fukuda will be the next dealer.
Zenon says maybe they're allergic to chi. It sounds like it. It does seem like it.
Yeah. Nora is the 6 of dots. None in Ueda's hand. None in Nomura's hand. But not a bad starting. None in Fukuda's hand either, but could use one. And there's just one in Matsumoto's hand in a completed run. So not super fast. Oh, well, that does speed up things a little bit. There's another completed run, and we are one away from ready. In Matsumoto's hand. This completes a run. Oh, look at that. Seemed like hands were kind of far away. Oh, and that completes another run. Adds possibly Ipeiko, the double run in the Sozu. Some interesting possibilities for Nomura's hand, I think. How will it continue to develop? Not really greatly with the one of cracks. I wonder if he will move to a half or full flush, depending on what he draws to get to Tenpai. Oh, looks like we're going to go for the half flush. Throws from that 3-4 of cracks. So once he throws from that open-ended weight, you have to imagine that that means he's going to go for the flush.
All right.
Chisopon. Was that Chisopon?
Chisopon. And that is gonna
Wow.
make it difficult for Fukuda. Waiting for that 4-7 bamboo. Means that he can't get that 7-7-8-8-9 shape, but it will make it easier probably to pull in the 8 bamboo or the 9 bamboo. There's only one of those out on the board. And obviously nobody can use the other 8s or 9s.
I guess he could chi the 6 of bamboos also. It's an interesting, I guess, also he might be waiting to calm the 7 of bamboos when it seems appropriate.
So that will really hurt his chances. I don't know what
right.
chiing the 6 bamboo would have done either. He already had a 6.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about the 6. Yeah, Right. I was not paying attention to the shape yet there. So, yeah.
I think you want to cheese something like that 5, which may be easier now that it's the reach decoration tile too. I think waiting on an 8-9 shabo is really good here, especially with the reach on the board, because you know nobody else is using them, so they either have to hoard them or squeeze them, or just hope that the blockers hold up. There's chi. It's got to be a chi, right? It's going to be Tenpai with no winning tile, and also I think it doesn't count as Tenpai because he's using all of his winning tiles in his hand, so he'll have to change it, but it shouldn't be too hard to change.
For the moment, he advances his hand while not actually getting to Tenpai. Well,
looks like Tenpai. Definitely looks like Tenpai. If someone else had pulled the 7 bamboo, it would be Tenpai. This is one of those K10 like special little rules. If you are using all of your winning tiles, it doesn't count as a Tenpai shape. But if somebody else is using all of your winning tiles, it does. Because that's you're not to blame, basically. And I don't know, that 8 bamboo, he might be worried about Nomura, but it is Tsuji to the reach with 3 blockers visible. Oh, but Matsumoto will win it first. Neat. Sumo Dora. 1,000 and 2,000. 1,000 from the non-dealers, 2,000 from the dealer. Was that what?
That's right. It looked like it was 1,000, 2,000 points coming out to me too. And that makes him a dealer, I believe.
Matsumoto. Shun Matsumoto. We have 2 Shuns on the table, by the way. There were 2 Yus in the top 8. Neither of them advanced. And
But
now
we
there
got
are
all
2
the
Shuns.
Shuns.
Well, we got, yeah, at least a fair number of the Shuns. Possibly not all of them. But it's a very popular name these days.
Shun.
Shun is pretty popular. Shun, Yu. All the
Spring?
single syllable names. What?
Probably not spring, huh?
No, not spring.
Not for boys.
Well, I mean, it could be, but not these people. These people are not. You can see their kanji. Shun, Ueda. This is.
I do actually.
Oh, wait.
I
Wait,
could
maybe
actually
Shun,
read spring.
Actually, maybe I made a mistake. I think it's Ryo. Well, this is Shun Matsumoto. Ryo Ueda. And Shun Nomura.
Did have half the table is Shun.
Yes. Yeah, they have fads. No one, although neither of my kids have very common names. Very uncommon names, actually.
That was definitely an issue in our family. We named him Continent. And then Mom's sister was like, oh, like that. Like, that's a very common name.
Yeah, it's super common.
Mom was none too pleased with that comment from her sister.
Yeah, that's not a very nice comment. I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with having a common name.
Right, but
Jennifer.
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh, dude, just say it's a nice name. What is wrong with you?"
I mean, there's a reason why it's common. It's a very cool name.
It's not a bad name. It's just a lot of people have it.
It's a cool name. And people like it because it's cool. It's also
And
very good across languages.
Right? It can easily become Ricky.
And
do you remember what I said? It like, Will? Yeah, well, Will. His instant reaction was like, "Oh, Ricky bleeping Nelson." And I didn't even know who that was either. Like, I was just like, "Oh, really? What are you talking about?"
Fukuda is just working so hard on this flush that's just not working.
Just keeps not getting there.
One of those hands where it's like, no, you should have gone for a flush in this other suit and not this one.
You chose the wrong direction. Now we will punish you. Guda continues to draw not Manzu.
Actually, we know somebody who has a daughter with the same name as your son too, which is very uncommon. It's very common as a boy's name, but not as a girl's name. Not with the same kanji though, different kanji, but
interesting. Because speaking of that sort of thing, so he just started playing baseball, and there is a boy named Sakura. And like, have you ever met a boy named Sakura?
I'm trying to think. I feel like I may have. There are a few names like that where it's like, wait, I thought that was a girl's name, but like Makoto, I've heard. I met the first Makoto I met was actually a girl, but it's common as a boy's name as well. There are a few names like that. Sora is very common for both boys and girls now.
Interesting.
Yeah, so when I hear Sora, it makes me think that Sakura could also be a normal boy's name.
Yeah, like I was we got Tenpai and Reach from Matsumoto. I was confused enough about Sakura, and he also had long hair. So I was like, oh, is there a girl on this baseball team? Like, seriously, thought for sure that must be a girl, but that is a dude.
Sometimes, yeah, there's I think on one of our teams there's a boy named Sui. And there's a TV show with a girl named Sui, like her character name is Sui-chan. And that boy also had long hair and is a little bit thinner than the other boys, so I was not sure either. But I mean, it's not like it matters. I mean, all of our teams are co-ed, so it's absolutely not important at all. But there's a lot of, I think that we're finding a lot more names that can be used that are not gender specific, which is cool. I like
all of your
like that.
Co-ed. Did you just say that?
Yeah, the soccer teams are all boys and girls together.
Oh, I guess soccer teams. Okay.
And the baseball teams will be too if there's girls who want to play. There's just not as many girls who want to play baseball. I mean, there's not that many who want to play soccer either. Usually my daughter's the only girl on the team. But sometimes there's other girls.
Interesting. Central Tokyo. Maybe people are more committed to traditional gender roles.
I don't know. I mean, we have a friend whose daughter plays baseball, and she's the only girl on the team. So I think that you're just in a place that there's no girls who want to play baseball, and it's very specific, like a very small area, because most schools have a team. So surely you'll come across a team that has girls on the team as well.
That'll be interesting to look out for.
Yes. In my high school, we had a girl on the boys' baseball team. She was pitcher. She was really good.
Nice.
Too. Yeah. All right, and we have another exhaustive draw. Just one player Tenpai this time.
It's interesting. Like for me, looking at these players, like, you know, it is the under 29, so they're all young. But for some reason, Matsumoto just looks so much like it. He looks like a little kid. Like the other people, those are adults. Matsumoto, but for some reason, he just looks so young to me.
It happens more and more, right? Yeah. 20 years ago,
as we get older,
yeah, some people had younger faces, and you're like, oh, they have like a baby face, but slowly there are more and more quote unquote baby faces to our eyes. Yes.
So Ueda's hand is moving along quickly. Matsumoto pawned quickly to try to continue his turn as dealer. Ueda and one away from ready for Ueda with the White Dragons and one Dora. Ueda still, wow, interestingly, still in first place with not a lot of points, but just enough to be in first place. So 3 hands in, not a lot of points have moved around.
Also, we're using floating UMA here, in case that wasn't clear. So any players who have 30,000 points or more will have a positive UMA, a positive placing bonus at the end of the game. And any players with 29,900 or less, fewer points, will have a negative placing penalty, I guess. I still like to call it placing bonus, but it's a negative, so I think the correct term is penalty.
Anti-bonus.
Anti-bonus.
Ueda thinking about taking Tenpai here. Means he would throw Dora, or would he take Tenpai and hold on to Dora? Interesting. holds on to Dorte in the way that I would not have. I would have thrown from the gut shot and hoped to pawn the one of cracks. Are there already ones of cracks on the board? There's one over there. Okay. I guess we do also have the possibility of, oh no, there is no possibility of a half flush, but he really wants to use those two Dorte. So Ueda could have taken Tenpai with a cheap hand, but he is aiming for more points. He'll accept that possible pawn rather than the one of cracks pawn. It won't be coming out from anybody soon. Basically, everybody wants the 8 of bamboos. A lot of Pinzu will also move Ueda towards Tenpai. Basically anything from 2 to 7. There's one of the 8 of bamboos that Ueda wants. What does he do if he draws a bamboo next to the 6? Does he give up on Dorte at that point? Matsumoto is Tenpai.
That is a win.
And he wins it. And he will continue his dealer.
So just 2,900 with a continuance, or another 300, so 3,200 total added to the score. But
and that does move him in. Yep. Sorry.
When you're a dealer, the most important thing is to stay dealer as long as possible.
And having done that for a couple hands now, he is now in positive territory for this game. Oh, and not just positive territory. He's winning. Winning. 2 white dragons. Oh, which happened to be the Dorte indicator. So he would like this white dragon from Fukuda and no pawn. Interesting. Matsumoto does not pawn the only remaining white dragon. Having gone as quickly to Tenpai as he could in the previous hand, he chooses to slow down in his third hand as dealer. He's looking for an outside hand, perhaps. So he's decided that the white dragons are his pair. Perhaps he's going to go for all pairs. Here we have another. Yeah, not all outside yet. Here's another pair for Matsumoto. And he will start moving to the outsideness, throwing from his pair, but not the pair of white dragons. Filling in a gap. Fukuda. Fukuda's hand has sped up. And Matsumoto, having slowed down, might have opened a door for Fukuda.
Interesting. Decide to just drop that penchant, that side weight, hoping that something sticks to either the 2 character or the 5 bamboo right here in this hand. Kept that 3-3-5-7-7 shape, which is super duper efficient. That 5 dot in the middle actually does not help that shape very much at all.
Not very much, but I think it just paired up. So does he have 5
obviously
pairs?
It paired up, but the 3-3-5, unless
Right.
you're hedging all pairs, there's a triple in there.
Oh yeah. So,
and
okay, yeah.
also going for all middle
It's just a
tiles.
difficult shape all the way around.
What I'm trying to say is that 3-3-5-7-7 shape is extremely efficient, but adding the pair in the middle there does not help it very much as far as efficiency goes.
It felt like that hand was really moving along, and then suddenly just that pair in the middle is like, oh, why do we have to get that?
I don't know. I really like the idea of discarding sideways the penchant shapes for more efficiency, but I don't think that really applies to the 2 character. I like it for the 5 bamboo, but I might discard that 2 character first. Because just keeping the 2 character, sure, you might get a 3 character for open-ended, but you might get a 1 character and then you're in the same position as you were with the 1-2 shape in the bamboos.
Wow,
So
there's just been some really interesting.
Okay, he gets the 3 shape
shapes,
just
like,
completely
right? Like, just
negating
so
everything
many,
that I said.
right? Just like all the draws have just been so not neat.
No, you're even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt like I was. Yeah, I thought I was,
I
but
said that I would like to discard the 2 character instead of the 1-2 bamboo because the only thing that makes it better than the 1-2 shape is the 3. But you could just as easily draw the 1, and then he draws the 3 to just prove me wrong. That's what I was saying.
yeah, I just
So
felt
the
like
3
all
was
of the
great. That's what
draws
he wanted. He
were.
wanted the 3 shape.
They were just so, yeah, like from the things that we expected. Like the draws just kept being not what you would have expected to get to Senpai.
No, but the 3 is what he wanted. That was the best draw he could have
Okay.
gotten. I was saying it would be really difficult to draw that. And then he just drew it to prove that I'm stupid. That's what I was trying to say. I'm saying if you have a 1-2 shape, if you have a 1-2 in your hand, and then you have a floating 2, and then you have a floating 5, I understand discarding the 1-2 shape for that floating 5, but not necessarily for the floating 2. Because I think it's just as likely that you'll draw the 3 to help it in either situation. So then I would want the complete set, right? And not just the open-ended. So, but anyway, I was wrong, and it was a real event because he didn't win the hand anyway.
But Matsumoto does hold on to the lead. And we move into Ueda's turn as dealer. Ueda, coming into the game in first place, has dropped into last place. We are only halfway through this game. So still a lot of time for Ueda, who will also be the final dealer for this game.
So he's the only one with 2 dealerships still remaining, including his current dealership.
And
All
he
the
did
other
just
players
pawn.
just get 1.
Ueda did just pawn the double east, his own wind, and the current round wind, I think, and has 2 Dora. So a possible monster for Ueda, currently in last place, but looking to leap into first with Tenpai waiting for Dora. Did he have was it the 2-3-4 of bamboos and the 3-3 of bamboos? Possibly a very weak shape at the moment. Missed what his Tenpai is. Is that. So he's really looking for something to improve the weight in the bamboos. Currently Tenpai, but not the greatest shape. Here is Ishanten.
I really like that shape too. I'd probably go with I don't know, the 9 dot. I know that you can use it with the Dora, but
yeah,
it's
it's a
just an
crappy shape.
extra, yeah, it's just an extra 1,000 points. You can take the 3010 later if you just happen to draw it. But the rest of the hand, the shape is just so good and so fast. I'm not sure going from 1000 to 2000, 1300 to 2600 is worth keeping that shape that denies you a yaku if you keep the 9 dot and makes it difficult with the middle weight. And there, look at that there. Like,
Did everybody see what Jen was talking about there? Jen was correct.
5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, there it is. See the 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, that shape. You're waiting for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And wins immediately. I would reach that probably. It's just too good.
Stupid Dora. See?
And people with Dora, you want to be like, don't push too hard just for your one Dora hand.
Yeah, pshaw, Dora. Pshaw.
If only all of these things came true when I was playing as well.
Yeah. Poor Ueda, like, had a nice hand there. Double East and 2 Dora. And could not get there.
That's what always happens to me when I'm playing. Just like that. I just cannot get there. Ever.
Wing and a miss.
Swinging
Steer, right?
many misses. Yes.
Wow. And coming off that near win, Ueda's next hand is a bunch of unassorted tiles.
Also, does your son like to watch baseball or just play right
now? I would not say either of those options.
Does he like violin?
Boy, what does he like? He is a 6-year-old. Definitely. He's definitely the son of these two parents who are not very good at concentrating on anything. I am definitely wondering how to work on a 6-year-old's concentration.
Do you have to? You just play with him.
Well, there is that, yes, of course. But there is also those moments where he needs to concentrate on stuff. Like, studying baseball this weekend, it was, got the kids together to explain some of the rules that maybe they didn't know yet. And
that seems like super high level for 6-year-olds.
I suppose.
I don't know. We never did any of the rules for soccer for the 6-year-olds. Okay, try and put it in that goal, and then some of the kids put it in the wrong goal, and that's what 6-year-olds do. It's very normal.
I know. I guess this is 55-year-old person saying concentrate, and why obviously that's not a thing.
No, I think it's mostly just play at this point, and.
But the thing is, he doesn't know how to play. Like that's the whole point of studying a little bit, so that you understand how to play more. I'm not getting him to.
This was your idea to study at 6 years old?
No, this was the team. Like they had a little session where they were like, okay, let's try to make sure everybody can understand the game better.
Yeah, that sounds like a failure from the beginning. That sounds silly to me. Watching a kid play soccer from 3 years old. I don't think they just did practice games and the kids kind of figured it out.
But baseball, it's soccer. The game is a little bit easier to sort of just, I don't know, see what's going on without studying. But baseball, there's, I guess. No.
Soccer is at 5 up until around 6 years old. Soccer is ball. And everybody runs to the ball.
Yes.
There's no game or theory or studying going on at all. It's
I
just
did watch that happen for a
it's
good 3
just
years too.
I touched the ball.
Ball?
I touched the ball 3 times today. My foot came in
I
contact with the ball 3 times. That's the
yeah,
extent of
after 3 years of soccer, I was amazed that the extent of his prowess in the game was just if the ball happened to roll in front of him, he would just kick it in the direction he happened to be facing at that moment. Other than that,
that's normal. Yeah, I don't.
uh,
I think it's weirder that you would expect more from that
all
age.
right.
Occasionally, some kids are going to have like a lot more interest and do better at that age, but I don't think you can reasonably
So
expect more.
I'm the problem here.
Yes, I'd say so. Hey, Ren,
I like
give
this
the kids
outside
Mahjong. No complicated rules to deal with. Yeah, Mahjong totally way easier than soccer or baseball.
I do like this outside hand for Ueda, by the way. I think it was Ueda, yes? We got the possible outside and possible Sanchoku. Make it happen.
I like
Do
this
it!
one. No, actually, I like Nomura's hand a lot.
Lately, I mean, for liking a hand,
I like the outside hands, but it's just so much
it's hard to win.
disappointment.
Yeah, right? It's just, the thing is, lately, it feels like, I suppose I probably end up aiming for it more than I should. We get the pawn for Fukuda. And then, it's going to be a harder hand to win.
I think you only
So,
aim
of
for
course,
it
you're going
more
to be.
than you should if you're playing with red fives. If you're not playing with red fives, then I think it's a really decent hand to aim for. A lot of times it's going to be easier to win on those edge weights than it will be on any Tanyao weight. So
That's a good point.
the only problem is a lot of times they get discarded earlier as well. Ooh.
So the possible double run.
Yeah, twin sequence and or Sanshoku. Oh, probably not and. No, or Sanshoku, sorry. Not and. Just or.
1, 2, 3. Still not getting there. The pair is also not decided at the moment. Looking for a 9 of dots, it was? A 9 of dots, or the 1 of dots. Oh, the 7 of dots, he threw that earlier, but wouldn't have been what he wanted anyway. Or the 9 of bamboos. Oh, there that comes out. So he has fewer of those to draw.
Shuffle the tiles at the end of each round. What do you mean by that, Zenon? I mean, like, give them an extra shuffle so that you'll get better draws next time.
Do you do you notice that happening in League sometimes? Like people doing the extra like extra shuffling. Is that oh, that's a 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the disappointment that you get with the outside hands.
It is Dora. He can still chi for Sanchoku.
This is the hand I have my eye on. Look at this 5, 6, 7, 1 away shape.
Oh, different Sanchoku.
Oh, when you were kids, you were just your parents were playing and they just let you guys do the shuffling. That's a good idea. My kid like badgers me to play Mahjong all the time. She wants her cousin to come over so we can play Mahjong. And
bigger one or a smaller one?
A smaller one. No, the bigger one is not interested in playing anything with me. I am just cringe all the time, according to her.
Well, teenager.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I'm amused by it. It's fine.
2 Dora in Nomura's hand. Really, when he moves more towards the pairs than a Mensu hand. I was going to say earlier, the explanation that I got. Oh, there's Tenpai.
Tenpai, but none of the prospects. It's now just Pinfu
right?
Dora. It could have been Pinfu Sanshoku, or Pinfu Sanshoku Dora, or Pinfu Sanshoku Ibeiko. No, play Pinfu Ipeiko or Pinfu
There was a path.
Junchan Ipeiko, or there were so many options and not a single one worked out. Not one.
There was a path. I mean, he could still have saved the 9 of bamboos to be the Atama and could still have Sanshoku possibilities here. But having chosen definitely to use Dora,
What's this weird
ended up
artifact
waiting
that
for
keeps
the
popping up?
5-8. That's Tenpai. Speaking of, is that Sanshoku?
For what? For whose hand?
I feel like this next hand. Matsumoto's hand.
Yeah. This is one I
Okay.
said I had my eye on for the 5-6-7 Sanshoku.
But
Or twin
no
sequence.
Yaku if the wrong side comes out. Interestingly,
so
not
late.
reached.
Yeah, because it's like 3 draws left. And draws,
He
instead
does
draws the
draw
wrong side. So
the
it's just
other one.
Sumo with 1 Dora, 500, 1,000. He'll take it. I would take it.
That does move him into dealer. Oh God, I get why do I not? Is that?
Oh, my kid also
Aoki.
loves to play
Aoki.
poker, too, by the way.
Wow.
We went to the JOPT Kids Poker Tournament and practiced a little bit going into it, but it's very overwhelming when you're that young and you sit at a big poker table with chips in front of you and like have not that much idea of what you're doing.
The table has got to just kind of feel huge too.
Yeah, and you get these like
Everything.
instead of time bank cards, you get let me ask mom cards. So you can ask mom what you're allowed.
Sometimes more than 2 players per hand.
Yeah. You get like 3 or 4 cards so you can ask for advice. It's cute. I mean,
Well,
there's
that
not
sounds
like
like fun.
you can win like stuffed animals and toys and things. It's very
Aw.
fun. It's a very fun, sweet event.
I like JOPT.
Me too.
Even if I don't deal for it as much as I used to.
All right, that's 1 away from Matsumoto, but 2 floaters, honor floaters.
Ueda will throw from his pair of 1 dots. A lot of unideal shapes that people have to throw from. Oh, that fills in a nice gap.
Yeah, that was filled in a sideway. That's perfect.
Sideway, yeah, not a gap so much. Yeah, we got the possible straight, full straight for Ueda.
Fukuda again, like cutting away from the penchant side weights, but I think this time it's to hedge the all pairs hand. This is 1 away
from Ray.
Yeah, I thought it was 1 away before it was 2 away. Now it's 1 away. Possible twin sequence in that 1 away hand. This like hedging.
There's a
Yeah, I
bunch of
think this
pairs.
Fukuda has a lot of fear of side weights, it seems. All right,
Well, that's
now
Tenpai.
that's Tenpai. And this is what is kind of why a lot of people prefer WRC rules, because you have that, it's just reach, no other value, possibly a twin sequence, so the maximum you can get is 2,600 points on a discard. No chance at Uradora, no chance at adding value to the hand.
It's all skill.
1 away from all pairs. But there's a reach on the table, so he will release that 6-dot pair. No more all pairs.
Not going for it.
Yeah, for Nomura.
Currently in 2nd place. not far from 30,000. Feels like in this second to last hand, he can still take his time to getting to perhaps positive points.
Yeah, we always say you want to be within a Mangan sumo of your goal. You know what? I would say in A rolls, maybe even like a 5,200 point sumo. 1,300, 2,600 for whatever your goal is. And in A rolls, especially since there's a lot of leagues and stuff, your goal is not always going to be first place in the game. A lot of times it's just going to be positive. Especially in like the OE tournament that we played on Sunday and qualifiers like that. The goal is mostly to be positive. You really don't have to take first place until you get big negatives. So if you just avoid that the whole time, then you don't have to aim for first place until you get into like the Honsen and stuff even. Maybe you need
So
one
pretty
first
much
place
everybody
in the second qualifying round.
Looks like people have pretty much given up. It's just up to Matsumoto to draw his winner or finish as the only player Tenpai and to continue as dealer.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a continuance no matter what, because nobody else is really close enough to Tenpai for it to be truly viable. Welcome back, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Matsumoto does have a nice lead already. So he's just looking to continue expanding on that lead. Yeah, the otherwise, without the reach, Marinomi.
Right,
Oh, and he draws it. Rizumo.
And I said saying 2,600, except for he was dealer, so it's 3,900. That was silly of me. Sorry about that.
Possibly as much as 3,900, but yes, he does draw the cheaper end of his winner, but it is enough to gather a few more points and
I mean, it's 1,000 all, so it's exactly the same as what he would have gotten if it ended in exhaustive draw, except he gets his reach stick back. Reach Tsumo. He has 300 to his pot, his bank.
Not bad starting hand. Oh, here's an even more exciting. I like this hand.
It's not all
the
come
double
together
south.
Yet. Yeah, double south and the green dragon. It's just like fast ticket to almost Mangan. To Dora and Fukuda's hand as well. Fukuda, of course, is a north player, so that's going to be hard to use, but maybe you can come up with a PF. Ooh, it's getting better. It's getting even better. And notice that 2-3-3 and the Manzu, they're not next to each other, but they do go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Possible excitement developing here in the third.
Oh, three-sided weight. The only problem is he's only going to get 2 points from those value tiles with that three-sided. Wait, oh, he could. Wait, the 3-mon can be used.
Yeah, it depends on. Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, or triple. Oh, we might see a reach here. We might see a reach. Waiting for a reach, double south, or reach Hatsu, or
if he can just draw the south or Hatsu, then he gets the three-sided weight. Oh, here's Tenpai.
Oh, faster reach.
Wow.
Everybody just. There's a reach. You gotta.
This has got to be a reach. You got to push here. Do it.
Yes.
He's gonna go for it.
I was saying that it was gonna be a reach with that because it's so much more likely that he draws the three-sided weight first before those honor tiles, especially with the south as the door indicator.
Oh, I forgot about. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Good point.
Of course, you want to draw the south first. That would be ideal, but this is not a fantasy world. This is the real world where people are Mahjong pros as a profession. That was kind of a joke, a little bit.
So the other two players will be giving up here. Got the 2-5 of dots weight. There are two of them in. Almost.
That was a close
almost.
One. I do that so much.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh phew!
Did you think it was?
That was close. I saw the dots. I wasn't sure if there were 5 of them. Must have been for the 2-5. I believe there are 2 in Nomura's hand, 2 in Fukuda's hand, 2 in Fukuda's hand, and then none others. Nowhere else. Oh, there's the South. That will not be coming out.
The 5 is drawn by Matsumoto, so we will have another South 3 hand. One more.
Continues to extend that lead.
Yeah, this could be a foreshadow for the end of the tournament. We actually haven't watched these matches, so we don't know who wins or not. But when you start getting on a run like this, a heater.
Little heater. Oh, damn. You got there just before I got.
That's why I stay quiet sometimes, so I can give you a chance.
I gotta be faster on the uptake. You set it up for me, and I just didn't follow through. Interesting. Going straight to the outside hand. I guess he has a lot of points. Is he not feeling it for this hand, or that is the 6 of bamboos he threw right off the bat, right? So he's going straight to the outside hand, or
flush.
Perhaps on the full straight. I guess so. He's thinking the full straight and maybe the bottom. Excuse me, but the bottom bottom bamboos.
I think that you just like hedge everything with that 6 bamboo discard. Outside, full straight, and even maybe a flush if that middle weight doesn't work out.
I suppose there's even the 1-2-3 Sanchoku possibility.
And he's so far ahead, maybe he has some room to aim for something bigger. And if it doesn't work out, you just move on to the next hand and the next game.
Let somebody else end this game and just take the points. You accept the points. One Dorda. What happens if he draws Dorda? Does he? Interested. I want to see him draw Dorda just so I can see what happens.
Matsumoto really making up for his negative from earlier. Yeah, and then some. I think he's just about. Only Ueda would still be a little bit positive if the game were to end right now. And not much, not by much. Would be just plus 3.7 or so.
It's interesting. Boy, I did not see the flush developing, but you foresaw him aiming for that flush.
It's one of those things that you only see in A rules. You don't see it in WRC rules because the reach is just too valuable and you have to be faster. In A rules, sometimes you have a little bit more time because people have to build Yaku and value. Especially when you're in a position here, all these other players really have to build value except for Ueda. So you get some extra time in your dealership as well as Matsumoto. It's unlikely you'll see Nomura or Fukuda just like call for a quick 1,000 point hand, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't get them much.
So you would see that in the East round maybe, but not South 3, where they don't have any dealerships left.
Nora's got a bunch of pairs and one Dorda. Definitely hoping that Dorda pairs up. Well, something pairs up. Do you get Tempai? No. Oh, you threw that
is
six.
Tempai, by the way, with the PMFO only, I think. There it is. And like we said, Ueda's the only one who benefits from a really quick 1,000 point win there. Because
Also, his last turn as dealer. Yeah. All right.
Garthe,
finally.
Sometimes doesn't say anything, so you can catch up a little bit.
Yes. Always a little bit behind. You think you guys have lag. Oof. So, Ueda does manage to end
nice
Matsumoto's turn as dealer.
It's so nice he has to sort it before he can decide to discard that one bamboo. Sometimes when the hand is so terrible, it's really easy to decide what to discard without sorting at all. But when you have to see what goes together, because everything just looks like it connects, and you have to find where that gap is that you can discard.
So Ueda, with a nice starting hand, will look to make up some of the ground that Matsumoto has claimed. The other player's hands.
Nomura's hand looks a little bit quicker, even. Matsumoto's hand is nice if he can. But Ueda's hand is nice, but he can't call anything. Looks like it's gonna be all pairs,
There's another
maybe.
pair, yeah.
Brian says, I'm going to Japan for the first time in 2026. I'm so excited to go to a John, so might end up going to the JPML dojo. Well, let us know. You can DM us with your dates, and we will try and make it to the dojo. If it's your first time in a parlor, we recommend going to the 1 p.m. 3-game tournament at the dojo. It's very casual, very, very positive energy, and you can get used to using the auto tables and playing with people you don't know. And Garth and I can show up even if we have enough notice.
We can totally do that. This hand is somewhat caught up. There's another pair for Matsumoto. And Ueda's hand has just not progressed. It's got the double gut shot right around the Dorda. Just not ideal. There's a run for Nomura. Also not ideal shapes. Also not Sanjoku. Was probably hoping he would draw the 6 of dots, not the 9.
5,
Here's
6,
the
7
possible,
Sanjoku, yeah.
right?
Or Ipeiko. We've seen a lot of those patterns where you can get one or the other. Wow, look at that fill in. That is just about the best thing you could ask to be filled in. The north will go straight out. Yep.
So he does have but there's another Dorda for Nomura. So yeah, that's going to really limit Ueda's drawing possibilities.
If Fukuda locks in that Sanchoku shape, he just has no points. He has to aim for something. Made in Los Angeles,
Matsumoto too.
Does that count as a Janso? I think that counts as a Janso. Yeah, if you're already used to it, but still, it's also going to be like in another language and stuff. Not the Sanshoku. Might have wanted to keep that 4 character for the Teamfu there, but Fukuda win the Ipeiko hand with that 6. Just a cheap hand in the game. Don't lose any more points. he would have liked to get more, but he wasn't. I mean, he was aiming for more. So it's still what we said before, when those players are going to be aiming for bigger hands and not aiming for the cheap hands, was true. He just ended up with the cheaper hand.
Saves third place?
Yeah, it was a little bit too quick for me to catch. But
Oh,
because a
see.
lot of times they'll look at the totals of the games afterwards now. This is an older stream, so they don't necessarily have all of that.
Wow. I had it right there, and I still couldn't catch it.
But Brian, also the other thing is, if we go in the afternoon, it would be easier to ask them for us to play on the same table.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah, so we just really recommend the 1 p.m. tournament. I mean, it's still like good Mahjong, and there's just a lot more senior citizens, and some of them are still learning, and some of them are already really good. So, but it's just a casual environment, and then if you feel comfortable, you can stay for the more serious evening games. Also, with small children, it's easier for Garth and I to go in the afternoons before pickup time. Anyway, up to you. If you'd like to try and play, then just give us some dates and we'll try to make a... I mean, it would be good for Garth and I to just find like a date once a month or so that we go to the dojo and tell people we're going to be there, even though we're not guests and not getting paid, but we are promoters of our own fame, lack of fame.
They do seem to get pretty excited when we just randomly walk in there, right?
Yeah, so if people are going to be in Japan, then we will try and coordinate those dates to the same time. So, yeah, Vala, we're just ending the stream, but the VOD is up there. Garth, are you narrating next week, or what's going on?
I do have a possible narrating job next week. Possible. Sorry.
Okay.
For some reason, that my narrating agency has been calling me a lot in the last couple weeks.
That's great. That's great news.
A nice problem, yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're not sure what's going to happen with next week's stream. I do have a meeting that I have to get to at 2 p.m. next week. So we'd have to finish by like now. So I'll look at the game lengths and we'll figure out Garth's schedule and figure out what we're going to do next week for the stream. But we will be back. Yeah, daylight savings time. I know we've kept this stream at the same 10 a.m. time for JST.
For Japan, yeah.
Tomorrow, the podcast that I'm doing with Sayaka is on the Mahjong Jenn channel. I guess I can put that.
By the way, I did check the record, and Fukuda won that 1,300 point hand to save 4th place. So yeah, took 2nd place in the first game and decided, well, I'll just take some points here to end the game and not go further negative.
No, that's a great strategy. I think you try and get some more points, build some value in South 3. And then he tried to build value in the...
with the Sanchoku, yeah.
With the Sanchoku, and it didn't work out, but you still want to win the hand and sort of lock in a few points. And more importantly, make sure that you don't lose more points. So it actually ends up being more value than just the 1,300 points, because if the dealer continues, then you get lots and lots of negatives. Here it says noon for the Skatebond International because of daylight savings time. It's 1 p.m. JST, so it's still the 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's on the Mahjong Jenn channel tomorrow. Also, be in Japan from late March to early April and in Tokyo the first half. All right, well, let us know. 24th to 28th. Just send a DM and let us know what you have, and we'll try and look for dates. Of course, on Wednesdays we'll be here, so it'll probably have to be like a Tuesday or something. But we will figure it out. Either Garth or I or both can probably make it at least one day while you're in town. That goes for everybody. I often meet people at the dojo, and we often get this a table, or not a table, but like sit at the same table for one of the games. Always happy to do that. Always fun times.
Would be fun.
If you want my book, I can bring it, sign it. 3,000
Oh,
yen per book. I have a huge stock here that I brought back from America, so yeah. No, it's not. I'm not like. It's not like. Oh, I can't sell these. It's. I like to have a stock on hand so I can sell because they're not available in Japan otherwise. So I know Garth's like, yeah, no one's buying Jen's book. Ha ha.
you did not say that.
I know. Okay, all right. That's gonna do it for us, I think. Got anything else to bring up? Any other like things you want to get off your chest?
No, I think everything is yeah. Dad's out of the hospital. Woohoo!
Nice. Good. Yeah, try and watch the podcast tomorrow, everybody. It's Sayaka and myself. We speak in English and Japanese. She's based in LA. I am in Tokyo. I think tomorrow we're going to have some fun games like is Sayaka smarter than a 4th grader? Things like that. I have some Japanese school kid questions. We're going to do one of those games and it will be fun to play along if you know any Japanese. If not, it's a great learning opportunity as well. We also use a lot of English.
Oh, is it Sayaka? So is Sayaka smarter than a Japanese 4th grader?
Yeah, well, she's Japanese.
A little bit, but a little bit of it'll be sort of some Japanese history, that sort of thing, or.
Yeah, either like kanji or geography or history or.
Okay.
I think shakai and also kagaku. So social studies and science are usually the funnest because.
Right.
Obviously, people can read, and most grammar and math is not that complicated in 4th grade, but. When you get to the social studies and science, it's like, crap, I know I learned this, but what was it? That happens a lot. So, those are the most fun.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, good times. And we also like to talk about food. Sayaka loves food. We talk about the weird foods we ate, things like that. We will definitely be talking about the influenza pandemic in Japan right now because it is insane how many school classes are closed.
Yeah, dude, like half of my son's class. I for like 2-3 weeks now. It's been like less than half the people there.
Yeah, and it even affected the OE qualifier. We had 6 people not show up. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Oh wow!
Because I got there and I was all excited. Like they gave me number 13, and I was a table master, and they based table master on what league you're in. And so I was like, all right, I haven't been table master in years. I'm finally in a position where they make me table master. Number 13 is the best number. I always at least advance 1 round when I'm number 13. And then they went down to 12 tables. So I was not table master anymore, but I was still number 13.
Wow. You know who is never ever table master is me. I'm pretty sure Fujiwara is just like, well, you know what? Garthe is not table master.
No, they base it on leagues. So when you're in E3 league, you never get to be table master.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in like D1 or C2 or C1, then you're always, if you're like C1, you're always table master, basically.
Garthe has never been table master. Pretty sure Fujiwara is just like, oh, whatever league Garthe is in, that is not the table master league.
I have been in like, Pro Queen and stuff before when I was in a higher league, but or before they based it on league, but lately they just base it strictly on league. So we need to win more. Garthe and I need to win more, and we're gonna go practice playing Mahjong right now, or I am at least. I don't know what you're gonna do. I watch these and I just want to play and play and play.
Need to not make mistakes scoring, so that perhaps they would want me to be table master.
Hey Garthe, do you want to play like 30 Hanchan in a row, or 20, at least 20 Hanchan in a row, just one session, like a set?
Wait, is this a Roddle thing or?
No, I just want to like go to a Mahjong parlor and rent a table and play 20 Hanchan in a row, and
20
just like
Hanchan.
Yeah, and just order food and play until we finish 20 Hanchan.
I have done that. All right, that's gonna be a nighttime thing, or?
I don't know. We can start in the morning. I don't care. We just whenever.
In the morning.
I just want to play 20.
That's gonna be 20 Hanchan. That's at least 6 hours.
It's probably 10 hours.
Right?
Maybe it's 10 to 15 hours, I think.
Right. Hmm.
I don't care
Right,
what the
well,
rules are. I just want to play and I do WRC or A rules, and I just want to concentrate for 20 hours. I don't know if there's a time when your people are going out of town or something, or
oh yes, I think that's gonna happen.
yeah. So, and if there's a time when I can get away for that, then I have no idea the logistics. I just want to do this, and I don't know anyone else who wants to do it. But I just want to sit there and concentrate and just adjust my game for 20 Hanchan. And I might even want to just listen to music on my headphones while we play. I just want the time with the tiles, and
All
yeah.
right, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I think it sounds like fun. I
Should
think
try
it
to make that
sounds
happen.
productive. I think it's something that would really help me, because I used to do that sort of thing a lot more, but I just don't have the opportunity. So I think I have to plan it.
Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember playing 15 to 20 Hanchan in a night.
Oh, that was normal. You
And
know, I just saw online, and we're like, we're just chatting right now, but I saw online like do you know? Okay, guess what the longest Mahjong session is in the Guinness Book
or
of World Records?
oh, this is a Guinness, huh? All
Yeah.
right. The longest session.
Yep.
One session.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with 72 hours.
Nope. Too high.
It's too high. Okay. Because I have played basically 40 hours.
The record right now is like 26 hours.
What?
That's nothing, right?
How's that? What?
So because we play in Japan, we regularly play. Okay, not us anymore because we're old, but like
Yeah.
when KY was in college, he would normally play, like, if they didn't go home, they would start playing in the morning because they'd be like, oh, it's time for school, let's go play Mahjong. And if they didn't go to classes the next morning, they would play until evening or longer.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
like
seriously,
regularly play 30 hours. Regularly. That was just normal. 30 hours was normal. That was a normal session. One time he said that they told them they could play for as long as they wanted for 1,500 yen a piece. And they made it to, I think, 68 hours. And
yeah, exactly.
And somebody broke the record after that at that particular Mahjong parlor.
Yeah, 68. That sounds like okay, I can respect that. Because I mean, seriously, like when I used to work for a small station, I remember one time playing for 12 hours or so. I had to work the Mahjong parlor the next day, which is a 12-hour shift. So I played until I had to go to the Mahjong parlor. Took that hour to get to the Mahjong parlor, and then they called up again as I was leaving. There, so we're gonna play again tonight, right? Oh shit! Oops, sorry. Oh crap. So then I had to go play another, I don't know, 10, 12 hours.
Yeah.
So that right there. I mean, all right, so I had an hour break to get from one place to the other each of those times.
Yeah, but we're talking one session with the same 4 people for the whole time.
Oh, I see.
But yeah,
I mean,
so the thing is, like, people in Japan don't think of calling Guinness to play 60 hours of Mahjong. That's just what people do.
I know, right?
It's like
all right, let's call them up when you get to a week.
So yeah, but I want to go 30. I want to go 20 or 30 Hanchan. 20 Hanchan. Start with 20 Hanchan and then see if we want to stop, basically.
Seems.
So I don't know when we can do it, but I want to do it. Yeah, it's normal when you don't have kids.
Right.
That's the thing. So yeah. So anyway, all right, we got 2 people, so then we have to figure out dates and 2 more people. I mean, finding 2 people shouldn't be too hard with 1,000 Mahjong pros in JPML.
You'd think.
Yeah. All right, we gotta go. It's
time to go.
We had lots of fun talks. We love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Brian, Vala, thanks for coming. A bit late, but we still love you. Zenon, thanks for hanging out. Red, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next week in some In some sounds like something an American style Mahjong would do. Let's call Guinness. I think it was the Russians that did it. I don't know. But anyway. Anyway, we will see you guys next week in some form of another. It might be just one game. We'll see. But we'll be here. All right. You good?
Catch you guys later.
All right. For Garth, I'm Jen. See you guys next week for more semi-annual men's U29 Wakajishi tournament.